Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. Guys, today we're going to take a break from talking about the weaker characters, and we're going to talk about one of the top meta character in the game, Kaira. Kaira is Demon. Kaira is a huge utility character, so we're gonna talk about her and guide you guys on how to play her and how to build her properly. But before we get into that, guys, well, if you're a new player, so if you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code STARCO. To do so, you go in settings, you go in use promo code, then you type the words STARCO. Then if you are level 15 or below and you haven't used any other promo codes yet, well, you will not get this message. You will get $10 worth of freebie instead of getting this mission. If you get this message, that means you are not eligible to use the promo code. So let's jump into the roster here, and sorry guys, you can see I am working on my Kaira. My Kaira is about ready, pretty much just need to finish that one gear, which will be done today or tomorrow. So definitely she is slowly getting there, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, Kaira is the character we're going to be talking about. Where are you going to use this characters? Every single where. Guild raids, arena, tournament, well, any PvP, any PvE, there we go. We just said it. She is one of the top character in the game. She was falling behind a little bit until Mordoom can actually got released, and now she is. You put Mordoom and Kaira together and anybody else in the team, it doesn't matter. As long as you have Kaira and Mordoom together in the team, it's like it's unkillable unless you have the same setup as the opponent, because basically Kaira is going to be putting everybody in stealth, and well, you're going to be stuck in attacking demons, the minions from Mordoom, and you will never get to those two characters, and basically they're gonna end up killing you before you can kill any minions to get to them. It's that simple. So Kaira is a very important character right now, and she can actually do something similar if you have Krill on your team, you know, making Krill invulnerable, so Krill can actually get up to get our summons or reflection, which actually give a huge advantage to Krill. And in addition of that, Kaira is also on her own a very strong character's ability block by herself, and then she gets a very strong AoE. So definitely she is a character, so all around character that can do every single thing in this game. So what are the skills you need to prioritize on her? So we're going to take a look at the skills one by one. We're going to start with the passive. The passive, when Kaira is invisible, her attack deals 30% more damage. If Vitamin is in the party, you receive the same buff. And this is actually a very important skill, because usually before you use your AoE, which is your second skills, you're gonna go in stealth mode, invisible mode, and then you're gonna use your AoE. So if you do that and you have 30% more damage on your AoE, that is very awesome. Auto at level 5, it could also do the job too. It's, you know, we're gonna go through the other skills before we actually put the number on that recommendation. You know what priority you should put that skill. You have the third skill here, which is the invisibility. It pretty much just gives you turn meter, so it is not that important, to be honest. What's important is really the level 3 that give 5% turn meter to all eyes. And then, you know, it does help for the other ones, but I think that level 5 is perfect if you don't have the books to get level 6. Auto level 6 is a huge buff. And also if you have a mate in the party, it gains Ace for 2 turns, which is actually part of the level 1, so it doesn't matter how you level it. So I'll actually put the passive more important than this one, in my opinion. So next we're gonna go with the AoE skills. AoE skills, in my opinion, this is the main skills to actually get to level 30. Level 30, what I'm saying here, to level 6. I was saying 30% chance to today's enemy, so kind of slip it a little bit. So yeah, this skills why to level 6 is because you're gonna get a 240% damage but also when you're stealth, you're gonna add 30% to that damage, so your attack is gonna increase by 30%. So if you hit by, if that makes you hit by 200, you do 240 damage, you're gonna multiply that by 30% and you're gonna get the end damage, which is a lot of damage. So this is why, in my opinion, this skills is the most important to get to a level 6. Then the second most important skill will be this one. Because of the ability block, the damage is not as important as the ability block. The 50% chance to inflict ability block for 2 turns is just too important. So those 2 skills will definitely be the two most important. I'll have to say number 1 priority is Hail of Arrow, number 2 priority is Arrow of Chaos, and number 3 priority is a surprise attack. Then if you have, like me, you have a bunch of you know, you're only focusing on certain characters to use your scrolls, well, that skills will come number 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. I was looking if you could see my mouse cursor. So that'll be my skill priority, my scroll priority for this character. Now if we talk about skill priority, it's simple, guys. It is very simple. You want to pair skill number 3, which is the invisible skills, with skill number 2. So you make sure that your skill number 3 is going to be, skill number 2 is going to be ready the next turn. The turn after you use your skill number 3. If it's not going to be ready, you're going to wait an extra turn to put your invisibility. In my opinion, that's the best way to do it. And then you have the first skills as a filler to, you know, penalty block and shit like that. And the first skill is not about just doing damage. It's about targeting the target that you need to target. That will give you, you know, you need the ability block to actually give you the advantage in the fight. So this is literally the way you want to use Kaira. It's not about just doing damage, it's about controlling the battlefield, because she is one of the best controller, if we can call it like that, in the game. And you really need to learn how to control the battlefield. It's really about that. It's not about the damage. Well, when you use your mix of third skill with second skills, is about the damage, but the third skill is about to give you an advantage on who's gonna get targeted and who's not gonna get targeted. So it is very important. So that covers the part with the skills. Next, we're gonna run into the runes, and we're gonna talk about the best runes for her, pretty much. So potency is very, very, very important for Kaira, because you're gonna need the potency to apply the days, to apply the ability blocks. And higher potency you have, the more those abilities will apply, because potency affect the chance to apply debuff, pretty much. For the tenacity, decrease the chance you're gonna be applied debuff on yourself. So potency is very, very, very important. So you want 2 runes of potency to get the 15% increase of potency here, you can see. Plus, you're gonna have primaries, you're gonna need potency too. I'm not sure I have it on this characters, but we're gonna get through that real fast. So 2 runes of potency, you can see this one, we have damage, critical chance, very important, since we do run with 2 critical chance set to, which is because I want the second skill to crit as much as possible to do that extra damage, obviously. So critical potency, then critical chance will actually be my 2 most important stats to actually put on this guy. Here you can see you want to have speed. Speed is always in 99% of the case mandatory on the first primary here. First primary is always the northeast primary. Then after that you have the third one here. You can see we have a little bit of speed and nothing really special here. If I could actually have one that has a lot like potency, that will actually be, oh yeah, this one's much better. So we're gonna apply this one. The south one, you want to have critical damage or critical chance on it, so that's the top you want to have. Like I cannot drop this one, that's purple, because I do not have critical damage or critical chance. And you can see it's 37% critical damage, so it is very, very important to get that critical damage or critical rate. Since I have 2 sets of critical rate here, I definitely want to have critical damage. This one, you can see we have a little bit of potency, a little bit of critical rate, which is pretty great. Let's see. Yeah, this one will not cut it. See how much better this one is because the potency and the critical chance. So this is going to stay there. And this one, you want potency as primary. 19.5% potency is pretty good with a little bit of speed and two stuff of damage. This is a very solid. I don't think this one will be better. No, it will not. So basically, first primary is speed, second primary is critical damage, third primary is potency. Those are the stats are very important. 2 critical rate, 2 critical chance set, 1 potency set. In my opinion, this is the best. You could also go with 2 potency set and 1 critical chance sets. Definitely. If we look at the stats here real fast here, you can see here we got 48% critical chance, which is pretty decent. 177% critical damage, which means when you're gonna get a critical chance trigger, a critical hit, your damage, instead of doing 100% of the damage, it's gonna do 177.3% of the damage, which is where that AoE skills from Kaira is gonna be doing so much damage, which is awesome. Then after that, speed, you want to have closer to 180%, 180% but 180% speed if you can, but anything over 160 is very great. And potency, we have 77% chance to apply the ability block. Well, not really. We have 77% chance to apply debuff. Now, if you consider the ability block is 50%. So you will have to take 50% multiplied by the chance of 77%, and that will give you the exact number that the chance to apply your potency on the target that has 0% tenacity. But now if the target has tenacity, like me here, I have 28%. For example, somebody had 27.19% tenacity. That will mean my 50% chance to apply my ability block from the skills multiplied by the 50% chance from a potency. That will mean my ability block actually have a 25% chance to be applied if we do roughly maths here. So that's pretty much how potency works and how you want to actually build Kaira. So hopefully this video answered all your questions about this character. If you have any other questions, feedback, comment, guys, there's a comment section down below. Make sure to use it as much as possible, guys. I read every single comment and I answer every single question. So guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video. We post Dragon Champion videos on a regular basis, at least 2 to 3 videos a week, so make sure to always check back, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and hopefully I get to see you all again next time, guys.